In the wild, strength matters. Speed matters, but sometimes the greatest weapon isn't power. It's deception, across forests, oceans, and deserts. Certain animals have mastered the art of illusion. They don't just fight. They don't just flee. They trick. Tonight, we uncover nature's masterminds, 5 animals that survive and hunt using genius deception. And trust me, some of these strategies feel almost criminal. First, let's journey 2,000 meters below the surface, where sunlight disappears. In this eternal darkness, survival seems impossible. Then, a tiny light appears. The anglerfish carries a glowing lure attached to its head, a bioluminescent beacon produced by symbiotic bacteria. 2 smaller fish. It looks like food. They swim closer, and in a fraction of a second, the anglerfish's enormous jaw snaps shut. Its mouth can expand to swallow prey nearly as large as itself. Needle-like teeth prevent escape. The anglerfish doesn't chase. It waits. It turns hunger into curiosity, and curiosity into doom. In the darkest place on Earth, it becomes the light. Now, imagine a delicate pink flower swaying gently in a Southeast Asian rainforest. Except, it's not a flower. It's an orchid mantis, with petal-shaped legs and vibrant pink and white coloring. This insect doesn't just blend in. It impersonates a flower so convincingly that pollinating insects land directly on it. Bees, butterflies, and flies see nectar. Instead, they meet razor-sharp forelegs that snap shut in milliseconds. What's even more astonishing, studies suggest the orchid mantis may attract more pollinators than actual flowers nearby. It doesn't hide from prey at advertise. In nature's ultimate disguise, beauty becomes a weapon. Next, a crocodile's mouth. It's a fortress of teeth, powerful enough to crush bone. And yet, a small bird hops inside. The Egyptian plover is said to perform one of nature's boldest tricks. It picks scraps of meat from between the crocodile's teeth, feeding itself while cleaning the reptile's mouth. The crocodile remains still, no snap, no attack. The bird gains a meal, and the crocodile reduces its risk of infection. A silent agreement. The deception here is for others. 2 predators watching from afar. That wide-open mouth looks terrifying, not vulnerable. Even the king of the river uses theater. In the shallow waters of the Indo-Pacific, a creature exists that seems almost supernatural. The mimic octopus doesn't just change color, it transforms its entire identity. When threatened by a predator that fears sea snakes, it buries 6 arms and waves to striped limbs in opposite directions, perfectly imitating a venomous sea snake. If stoked by a different predator, it flattens its body and swims like a lionfish. It chooses its disguise based on who's watching. This isn't random camouflage. It's strategic impersonation. The mimic octopus can imitate at least 15 different species, a true master of roles. Finally, in an open grassland, a predator approaches a nest of fragile eggs. The parent killdeer sees the danger. It doesn't attack. It doesn't flee. Instead, it performs. The bird staggers away from its nest, dragging one wing as if badly injured. It cries out in distress, flapping helplessly. To a fox or raccoon, this looks like an easy meal. The predator follows the injured bird, farther and farther away from the hidden nest. And just when the threat is safely distant, the killdeer suddenly takes flight, perfectly healthy. The predator has been played. It's an Oscar-worthy performance, staged in the wild. In nature, survival isn't always about brute force. The anglerfish weaponizes curiosity. The orchid mantis turns beauty into bait. The crocodile uses perception as protection. The mimic octopus becomes whoever it needs to be, and the killdeer performs a life-saving illusion. These are strategies refined over millions of years. Because in the wild, the smartest doesn't always look the strongest, and sometimes the greatest predators are the greatest actors. Stay curious. Nature still has secrets left to reveal. Thanks for watching.